Alright guys, this week we're going to go back over factoring. Today's assignment is going to be 1 through 12. I will do another video on Wednesday and talk about the rest of them. You'll notice on 13 through I think 26, some of them, remember all these are in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. For some of the ones on Wednesday's assignment, a is not 1, and so that is going to change the way we approach it. So just wait for a video on those. But remember, we're factoring. They're in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to give me c, add or subtract to give me b. And then our rules here, when c is positive, the signs are the same. They're either both going to be positive or both going to be negative. We'll have to look at our b value to see if they're going to add up. Number 1 and 2 will be good examples of this one. And then when c is negative, the signs are opposite. So one's going to be positive, one's going to be negative. That's a good example for number 3. But I'm going to work 1, 2, and 3 with you guys. So we will do some Zoom conferences tomorrow. I may change the times, just kind of check the update. I may go to 11 instead of 10 just because see if we can get a few more people to join. Look in here, we have number 1. We have b squared plus 8b plus c. So the first thing we look at, our c is positive. So our signs are going to be the same. If these are going to have to add up to give me a positive 8, my signs are both going to obviously have to be positive. So looking for two numbers that multiply to give me 7, add up to give me 8. I'll give you a second to think about that in your head. The answer there is going to be 1 and 7. 1 times 7 gives me 7. 1 plus 7 gives me my 8. Now look at number 2. This is another example here where my c value is positive. So we had n squared minus 11n plus 10. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to give me 10, add up to give me negative 11. So here, since my b value is negative, they're both going to have to be negative. Looking for two numbers that multiply to give me 10, add up to give me negative 11. Negative 10 and negative 1. Negative 10 times negative 1 gives me a positive 10. Negative 10 plus negative 1 gives me my negative 11. See, we'll go ahead and do number 3 down below it. So we have n squared. I'm about to write number 2 again. We have m squared plus n minus 90. So remember, whenever my c value here is negative, that's when the signs are going to be opposites. So we're going to have 1 positive, 1 negative. Looking for two numbers that multiply to give me negative 90, add it up to give me 1. Remember, there's nothing in front of it. So basically, remember, there's going to be a 1 there. Give me a second to think. Anytime something ends in a 0, I try tens. 9 times 10 is going to give me negative 90. Which one of these would have to be negative in order to add it to a negative 1? We would have to have our 10 be positive, our 9 be negative. 10 times negative 9 gives me negative 90. 10 plus negative 9 gives me my 1. So here's what you got. Like I said, 1 through 12. I just did the first 3 with you. Get a picture of that taken and submitted. And then Wednesday we will go over 13 through 26. Hope you all had a good weekend. If you have any questions, make sure you let me know. I'll see you all Wednesday.